Oh man, wait a minute, I gotta go back. Wait a minute, oh man. My mic was off. Okay, I'm back. We gotta start over again. I didn't know my mic was off. Okay, I'm glad I looked down there. I did this whole show with nothing. Okay, what's up, folks? What's up, folks? It's just Uncle REG back at you again. What's up? On the other side, we're doing the tea today. Doing the tea today. Okay, we gotta talk about the Tigger, his situation, and we gotta talk about Faizon love. Baby mama exposing him. Now both, you could say Tasha K got both these stories basically. You know, she did an interview with, Big Tigger wife, ex, before she met Big Tigger, and she interviewed Faizon love baby mama, and that's the one we're gonna leave for last. That's why we're gonna play the video on that one. But I wanted to talk about Big Tigger. So now support the channel. You know, the Cash App is stored on the top and stuff. You support the channel, give me a like and a sub on here. So we're gonna start this. We're gonna do this every other day here and go live on here today. Everybody know that, get at least a couple days of the tea news on here, Uncle REG style. That's right. So let's get right into it, since I'm stupid me. Big Tigger, y'all all know him. He's an icon radio TV personality. Started at BT. Rap City and 106 Park. He was there. Some of y'all grew up with him and stuff like that. Now he's, I think, doing radio in Atlanta and stuff like that. He has a co-host named Francesca. This is where all this starts from. Apparently he was arrested a couple of days ago. It was Saturday. It was probably Saturday. Saturday or Wednesday. One of them days. He was arrested. Yeah, it was Saturday. He was arrested Saturday for battery and third-degree cruelty to children. God damn. And he bonded himself out, of course, But his wife, Alicia Brown, said that he put hands on her, and then she got the proof. Put this video out on Instagram of her being sliced up inside of her face and said black eye and all this stuff. She would transport to the hospital and stuff like that. Now Tigger said, in a formal statement that, this was, all false and stuff. And a lot of people was like, nah, it ain't false, But then once the story started to develop, people started saying, wait a minute, something's up with his wife that he has. And now it's all coming out, Remember, a lot of this happened in May. This situation happened in May. Just now got arrested, I don't know, court be moving slow. I don't know. Maybe now they're trying to get evidence on people, so that's why it takes so long. You file a charge, it might be a month or two before the person ends up getting arrested and shit, which is crazy. But yeah, this is crazy, folks. So a lot of people don't believe her. And the reason why they don't believe his wife is because Tigger's wife had a similar situation with her ex before she met Tigger. And that's the person that was interviewed by Tasha K. Came out and dropped the tea on her and stuff. That, you know, she was trying to set him up, all this stuff, fighting. She don't get away, this and that, and third, blah, 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 blah. But I didn't think Tasha K did caught him up because he was cheating too on her and stuff. So, I mean, it's not, you know, he's not innocent, but still, this woman got a pattern of calling the police and stuff, and you don't even have to hit her and stuff, you know, just, you know, she get in your face and this and that, third, you know, and she don't get away or whatever. So it seems like Tigger is dealing with this shit right now, you know. So, let's go ahead and play this. I can't believe my shit was off, man. I'm like, oh no. The reason why I don't believe. Oh man, but anyway, that's alright. Let's go ahead and play this so y'all can see what's going on. Okay, let's go play this video so y'all get a gist of what's going on.
Well, tonight we are getting a look at the mugshot for popular radio show host Big Tigger. Tigger, whose real name is Darian Morgan, was arrested over the weekend, and there was an alleged encounter with his wife there. Police say that his wife told investigators the couple got into an argument over text messages between him and another woman. According to the warrants, the dispute turned physical, and a Ring doorbell camera captured an incident where Big Tigger allegedly shoved his wife, causing her to fall, which led to a cut above her eye. Well, he is charged with assault and third-degree cruelty to children. Big Tigger previously denying these allegations, calling them.
Now, I'm trying to figure out where the cruelty to children come in at, because that's just shit don't make no sense. Because it seemed like the altercation was between her, Big Tigger, and his wife, not the kid. Where the kid fit in all this? I don't know. Like I said, she be throwing shit in, man, to get this motherfucker fucked up. But anyway, let's go.
False.
Okay, that was it on that. Now let's go ahead and play this part. We got to look at this part. If you see this here, this is another part. You can see her face and stuff. But he said the wife reported granted temporary custody order, claiming he slammed her and then the door resulted in her needing stitches. Alleged person heard of the denied incident by warning that she would lose everything. Let's go. Yeah. Now, she's on here. She's all fucked up. Crying. It looked like there's some fake tears. I don't know, man. But she looked like she did get hit, beat up. Now, is this true? He did put hands on her, or was something else going on here? And she did this, self-inflicting wounds, but she trying to get her hair straightened now. You see, she was trying to get her hair straightened now. She, on camera. Look, she did like this. She did like this. You see? She went like this. To let you see the eye and shit. Man, I don't know, man. Okay, now when you read here, it says, we call Big Tigger pre-release posted concerning someone her stitches. Okay. Around the same time, she also accused him of having an affair with a co-host, Francesca. That's what we're talking about. This is where all this started from. She accused him of having an affair with his co-host of his radio show. Okay, it was both denied. Weeks later, Tigger was arrested on battery. Now, this had been granted temporary sole custody of their child, so maybe that's what she wanted. Until it had been ordered to stay at least 20 yards away from her, hand over the Ring camera footage. Now, we didn't see the Ring, the Ring camera footage shows that he pushed her. Well, we have to see it. So we don't know. We have to see. Now, a lot of people go on the Tigger side because of her past with her ex. That's what's similar to this. It said the ring camera footage provide garage access, and police accused him of withholding both following their alleged altercation. Okay. So Big Tigger has the ring camera. Ring camera footage. So is this one of the child is still missing after the custody battle? They claim. Yeah, so they're saying as a child was missing. I think that was the child she had with this other guy. So the people's not believing her, man. You know, she's doing some wild shit. So let's go over here. Okay, now this is what he said. You know, I unequivocally deny every allegation that's been made against me. Past 30 years, I've built my life around relationship and community. Those who know the man, the father, the husband, I have been through life. Okay, because of this, I'm active. Because this is an active legal matter, I'm limited in what can I say. So he can't say anything. Okay, what I can say is that I have complete confidence in the facts and the legal process. I will continue to cooperate for you and trust. Okay, thank you, everyone. Okay, so that's what it is. Okay, neighbors, this is crazy. According to TMC, for the judge granted protection because of a Big Tigger wife. And it said according to petition, this is claim Big Tigger the slam. Okay. Oh, I read it already. I don't need to read all that. Shit. I'm reading the second thing over again. Charge. Okay, release on charges. Okay. Seeing it again, folks. This is wild. Let's see what woke folks. This is okay. Now see, it said. Let's see what the people say. It said, okay, the report did not say he slammed her head into the door. She fell into the door. Okay, the clicks are saying it wrong, but I knew her recalling either Stockholm or him threatening to use the platform to ruin her life. Cause y'all picked me up, and okay, the Helix said the victim's a lion. Okay. So she's so hurt. I'll catch the same thing too. She's so hurt, but she's fixing her hair. I'm telling you, man. She's an actor, man. Do you prep for crying beforehand, or it's just recording to go on the flow? And she put this stuff on her lip instead of making it look like she was really bawling. You know, snot coming out her nose and all that shit. You know, this is wild, folks. This is wild. I would say that I was skeptical at first because of what she said. She went about it, but now I know that the cops saw security footage incident. He was arrested. His arrest was justified. Okay, I don't know. We got to see. He had to turn it over. So we turn over that ring camera footage. That'll show everything. He said, seriously, I know a female that did this same thing to a guy. He never touched her, but she got restraining order and went to jail, and the girl finally beat her own face. That's right. That's what I'm thinking. This might be it. This might be. We saw situations like that. We saw movies like that where the girls just beat their face. Wasn't that other movie with I forgot that movie back in the day where she faked. Oh, the Martin Lawrence one. Martin Lawrence one with Kim Winfield. Her. I forgot that movie. She got so mad at him that she fake getting beat up, and then she called the police that he beat me up, and he didn't even touch her stuff. She messed her own self up. Just to get him messed up with the cops. It's a flipping the braids. It got me questioning everything. Oh, y'all noticed that too. Because of posing for the camera. Yes, he was posing for the camera. He's apologized to Francesca, but not the wife. Some people still believe Uncle REG denied. Yeah, he did it. Yeah, he did that BS for sure. I want to know what happened to her missing. Yeah, she has a missing daughter. And that was the daughter from the other guy, the first guy. So I'm trying to say, how can you accuse Big Tigger of cruelty to children when it had nothing to do with that? Some women gonna believe her until that footage come out. It is what it is, folks. That's what it is. You're gonna believe it, When we get beat and she on there, come on. We know how some dudes do, Okay, now let me go ahead over here. Okay, I agree. This page made a month ago. There's no telling. The person seemed upset. He's my husband, actually. Okay. Yes, he was getting divorced over a relationship with Francesca. Okay, that's what she said. But it's not your place to tell everyone. However, I thank you for confirming what I already knew. Hey, please D him. Okay.
In Atlanta, I'm extremely privileged.
Okay, now we're going to go over what Big Tigger said here. Okay, he's denying all allegations here. Let's go.
To be here this morning, back at work. Over the past several days, there's been significant public discussion and speculation regarding my personal life. I understand this can happen being a public person. I've been doing radio now 32 years and television for 29. I appreciate first and foremost the support and concern that so many people have shown. I want to say categorically, these allegations and accusations that have been circulating about me are false, untrue, not happening, didn't happen. Additionally, it's important to clarify that Francesca and I have never been anything more than friends and respected colleagues. I'd like to apologize to you, Francesca. In Atlanta, I'm extremely privileged to be here this morning, back at work. Over the past several days, there's been significant public discussion and speculation regarding my personal life. I understand this can happen being a public person. I've been doing radio now 32 years and television for 29. I appreciate first and foremost the support and concern that so many people have shown. I want to say categorically, these allegations and accusations that have been circulating about me are false, untrue, not happening, didn't happen. Additionally, it's important to clarify that Francesca and I have never been anything more than friends and respected colleagues. I'd like to apologize to you, Francesca. In Atlanta, I'm extremely...
Okay, so let me go ahead to the last thing. Okay, and that's her, Francesca, right there. So his wife is accusing him being with her, basically. Having this relationship, for how many years, whatever the case may be. And Mecca. Okay, that's her name. Alright. So let's get over here to Faizon Love. We're gonna play this. But folks, I'm telling you, Big Tigger, we're gonna see how that's gonna work out. If some information come out, but I think a lot of people waiting for the Ring camera footage to come out, and we'll see who's lying and who's not. Point blank on that. So Faizon Love, man, apparently he came out, he got out of jail, apparently. But the problem is that he got hit with child support. Apparently he owed $250,000 for child support. Now he's saying that, after he got out of jail, he was homeless and he was in poverty, I guess. He claimed, his lawyer claimed that he can't pay for child support because he's not making no money. The only money he's getting is from his royalty check, which is only $10,000 a year. Well, hold on, folks. Hold on. Okay, like I was saying, yeah. So the only money that he claims that he's getting, Faizon Love, is from this elf check. That's it. And then he said the last 5 years he only made $13K a year annually. I think he's lying. He don't can't get out of paying child support. I think this is a lie because I know he was on Blad. All the years he was on Blad talking stuff, and he was over here. He was on this guy podcast, and I know they was paying him money. There's no way he wasn't getting paid no $200. He was getting paid a couple $1,000. Blad was paying people. Blad up there paying people thousands of dollars and shit. So there's no way. Now he didn't got more than what a 6'9" or something, or real boosie, but he got some money. He got some money. Probably got more money than that fool Ari Spears. Hold on, man. And now he come out wanna eat some food. Everybody wants some food. Hold on.
fine. You're fine. You're coming through clear on the phone. I just wanted to make sure that they were able to capture your sound.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, great. All right. So, Tiffany Lee, you are the baby mama to Faizon Love. He was locked up last week. His team did reach out to me to clarify, I guess, his side of the story regarding, the child support dispute in which he was locked up for, which was non-payment or late payment of child support. Is that correct?
That is correct. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Perfect. So he was locked out. I know he's since bonded out. If I'm not mistaken, you guys both appeared in court. I'm not sure as to what happened when it came to all of that, but I just kind of want to start from the beginning before we get into him being arrested and him getting behind on child support. And this is your side of the story. Of course, he denies it all. We've spoken to him personally, and he says, he provided us with some documentation to show like his statement of payments or whatnot. And we're not saying that we believe him. We're just saying that this is his side of the story. So as far as for you, when did you two meet? Like, how old is the baby?
Her name is Amor, and she is 7 years old.
Oh, wow. Okay, so this has been a minute.
That's correct. Yes, it's been a while.
Okay. Where did you guys meet at?
Actually, a friend of mine invited me to go to one of his comedy shows. He was performing in Tampa, and that was back in 2017. Yes, she just asked me to come along, and I ended up going to one of his shows. And at the end of the show, when it was wrapping up, he actually, when my friend and I were heading out, he had one of his security guards come out and get me. I was almost already outside. And then one of the security guards came and got me and said, "Hey, Mr. Love would like to see you." And I was like, what for? And then he said, well, he just wants to talk to you. And initially I didn't want to go because I was a little scared and nervous. And my friend was like, "Go, I'll go with you. So I ended up going up to, upstairs. Where I guess all of the comedians go after they get done performing.
Okay, and so was this, so when you met him, were you initially attracted to him when you saw him?
No, actually, I was not.
Okay. Why weren't you attracted to him when you first saw him?
Oh my gosh. I just found something out that makes me.
Physical appearance, I would say.
Okay. He's just not your type. Is he too big?
Yes.
Okay.
He was at the time.
Okay. I mean, he's still big now. I mean, I think he's bigger, per se.
I think physical appearance, I would say.
Okay. He's just not your type. Is he too big?
Yes,
Okay.
he was at the time.
Okay. I mean, he's still big now. I mean, I think he's bigger, per se.
Yeah, I think he might be a little bigger than he was when we met.
Okay. So what happened when you met him? Like, did he make you laugh? Were you able to see past the weight?
Yes, actually, and when I initially met Faizon, he had a really great personality. He was really nice. He was very respectful, and he definitely made me laugh. He was funny. You know, when he took me out on a date, he was definitely keeping me laughing the entire time. So. So as I matured, I kind of came like sexual to where I started to focus more on personality and character. So yeah, that's the time. That's what kind of made me overlook like the physical.
So how long did it take you to before, you moved on from from the initial meet to dating to sleeping with him? Like, how long did it take before it became sexual?
It was about a year later because the comedy show was in 2017 when we met, and then it was 2018 when I flew out to Georgia, when he flew me out to Georgia.
Okay, so you guys had maintained like an online or just by phone relationship?
Well, it wasn't quite a relationship. We were just chatting. You know, he came down and he wanted me to fly out to Ohio because at the time he was on probation for some case that he has. I think it might have been like the assault case at the airport. So he was on probation and he's going to come to Florida and he wanted me to fly out to Ohio. But I was a little hesitant at first, but then I ended up going when he was...
Oh no, I did it again. I forgot that. Well, I'm not gonna play it back, but you guys hear the thing. But when I was pausing and I was talking, but I forgot to put the mic on. Usually, if I have on my other channel, there's enough people that come through and tell me I can't hear you. The mic is off. It would be curious to tell me, but there's no people over here because I don't hardly do no lives on here. I'm trying to build it up so I can do lives. So yeah. But sometimes I gotta look down and see if I'm on. But dang, I should go back. Let me go back. I ain't got nothing. Let me go back over here.
Her name is Amor, and she is 7 years old.
Oh, wow. Okay, so this has been a minute.
That's correct. Yes, it's been a while.
Okay. Where'd you guys meet?
So Faizon Love only got this is only his own kid. And remember, he said that he only made what last 5 years, $13,000 annually. That's a lie. He's trying to get out of paying child support to this girl here, and she knew he had money and stuff. Well, at least some money. Apparently, he's trying to say he don't. But let's go.
That.
Actually, a friend of mine invited me to go to one of his comedy shows. He was performing in Tampa, and that was back in 2017. So yeah, she just asked me to come along, and I ended up going to one of his shows. And at the end of the show, when it was wrapping up, he actually, when my friend and I were heading out, he had one of his security guards come out and get me. I was almost already outside. And then one of the security guards came and got me and said, "Hey, Mr. Love would like to see you." And I was like, what for? And then he said, well, he just...
When she said, what for, I tell you, she didn't want to be interested in him anyway. But I guess she feels that, he had money and something like that. And, whatever. But, come on, really.
Wants to talk to you. And initially I didn't want to go because I was a little scared and nervous. And my friend was like, "Go, I'll go with you. So I ended up going up to, upstairs where I guess all of the comedians go after they get done performing.
Okay, and so was this, so when you met him, were you initially attracted to him when you saw him?
No, actually, I was not.
Okay. Why weren't you attracted to him when you first saw him?
Of course she was attracted to him. We know the reason why. Look at Tasha K trying to play dumb. We know the reason why. Sheesh. Ain't nobody getting with that fool. Come on. Really? Really though? That easy is, probably stinking and stuff. Well, we're going to get to all that part. But anyway, come on. But, which means that she got with her because she smelled some money involved in a relationship. Anyway, let's go.
Physical appearance, I would say.
Okay. He's just not your type. Is he too big?
Yes.
Okay.
He was at the time.
Okay. He's still big now. I think he's bigger, per se.
I think he might be a little bigger than he was then.
Okay. So what happened when you met him? Like, did he make you laugh? Were you able to see past the weight?
Yes, actually, and when I initially met Faizon, he had a really great personality. He was really nice. He was very respectful, and he definitely made me laugh. He was funny. When he took me out on a date, he was definitely keeping me laughing the entire time. So as I matured, I just kind of came sexual to where I started to focus more on personality and character. So yeah, at the time, that's what kind of made me.
So she's saying that because she matured, she started to focus on the guy more personality and character. I guess you didn't do that before. Interesting. Anyway, let's go.
Overlook the physical.
So how long did it take you to before you moved on from from the initial meet to dating to sleeping with him? Like, how long did it take before it became sexual?
It was about a year later because the comedy show was 2017 when we met, and then it was 2018 when I flew out to Georgia when he flew me out.
So already that's a bad red flag. It took you a year. You met this girl. You didn't knock it down until a year later. That was already red flag right there. You didn't get that in 3 weeks. Then she ain't interested in you like that. And she wasn't. I know he probably was busy, probably. You know, that's probably one or two reasons why, too. You know, he was going on tours and stuff like that, and that third. So he was making money. So I know he was lying. I ain't making no money and stuff. But we know that when he met her, he was doing this tour, that tour, going to this comedy club, this event, whatever the case may be. On this podcast, that podcast. Come on. Anyway, let's go.
Okay, so you guys had maintained like an online or just by phone relationship?
Well, it wasn't quite a relationship. We were just chatting. You know, he came down and he wanted me to fly out to Ohio because at the time he was on probation for some case that he has. I think it might have been like the assault case at the airport. So he was on probation.
Yeah, that assault case. Remember when he got in there, got it with that little dude, black dude that was whooping up on his ass, and he finally got a hold to him and swung him around and shit. He got back up. Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. But anyway, listen to you.
And then he.
What I think that's the assault case at the airport, at the one airport. Maybe it was another one. I don't know, but I know that's the one I saw. Unless it was another one, I think.
When it comes to Florida, and he wanted me to fly out to Ohio. But I was a little hesitant at first, but then I ended up going when he was in Georgia.
Okay, great. So when you went to Georgia, you went to Pound Town, I take it.
Pardon?
When you was in Georgia, when you met him in Georgia, I guess that was the first time you guys were intimate. So I just said, you know, I was using like Ebonics, like y'all went to Pound Town.
Oh yeah.
You know, Pound Town.
Yeah.
Just love Pound Town.
Yeah, that's when it happened. Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. And so were you guys officially in a relationship at this point, or was this just a one-time thing?
Well, we were not in a relationship. He was definitely pursuing me heavy, and he actually wanted me to stay. But at the time that we met, he wasn't like, I didn't tell him that I had children. And then, you know, further down when we were communicating, he knew that I had children, and he told me that he would pay someone to watch my children while I came to see him in Georgia. So when I got there, he wanted...
So he got with a baby mama. He said he would pay for someone to watch her children. So that's another red flag. You got all these 3 kids. If you want to deal with that, I guess that's okay, but I think that you might want to start fresh. You're going to get in a relationship, release amount of kids, release amount of baby daddies. And you're going to see how many baby daddies she have. So, I mean, this jeez. But anyway, let's go.
I didn't need to stay. And I was actually just starting my job at Humana.
I think Faizon Love couldn't do no better. He had to get a broad that had kids, multiple kids with multiple baby daddies, because he couldn't do no better. Ain't no broad with no kids, or maybe one kid would even look his way. Probably, it is what it is.
And honestly, I forgot, rewind. So before, he wanted me to fly out. The reason why I could not fly out is because at the time, I didn't have my green card.
She got all these kids, multiple baby daddy. They'll tell about. You'll hear that in a minute. But now she don't have a green card, so she's illegal. Oh no.
Couldn't travel. I couldn't get on any planes and everything. So I kind of didn't tell him at the time, but I was kind of coming up with every excuse. So in 2018, that's when I ended up getting my green card, and I was able to, get on flights and stuff like that.
Where are you?
I was able to get a driver's license and things like that.
Where are you from? Green card. What country are you from? You sound very American.
I've been here for quite a while. But I'm from Europe. Amsterdam.
Okay.
Oh, she's from Amsterdam. So I thought she was okay. She's from Amsterdam, Netherlands. Okay. Interesting. Anyway, let's go. That's why she talked the way she talked.
Okay. So are your parents from Amsterdam as well too?
No, they are from Suriname,
Okay.
South America. Yeah, it's a Caribbean country.
Okay. And so you were here legally for a little while, or were you born here and you just didn't have no papers?
Where? What was that?
No, I actually came down here as a young child to pursue my gymnastics career. No, I actually came down here as a young child to pursue my gymnastics career, which kind of flopped after I broke my leg. Yeah, it's a Caribbean country.
Okay. And so you were here legally for a little while, or were you born here and you just didn't have no papers?
No, I actually came down here as a young child to pursue my gymnastics career, which kind of flopped after I broke my leg.
Okay.
And then we kind of stayed. So yes, I was undocumented for a while, and then I had to go through a process to get, my green card and everything.
So you got that before the Trump administration shut that down, pretty much.
Okay.
So you were able to extract that green card before the Trump administration entered the chat.
Yes.
Okay.
By the grace of
Yeah,
God.
you can't get nothing now. Trump already closed all that down, man. Anyway, let's go.
Okay. All right, great. Now, you spoke of having kids. How many kids do you have?
Currently, I have 5 children, but at the time when we met, I had 3.
Girl, you be going to Pound Town. 5 kids? How,
5 kids. That's
how
two
many
of his
different
kids.
baby fathers?
For sure.
Yeah.
So when she met him, he had 3. She got 5 kids, but when she met him, he had 3. So you got one from him, and then she got another one from somebody else. This is a hood rat. Anyway, let's go.
And how many different baby fathers? You don't even sound like a baby mama.
Really?
No.
I'm easy to get along with. I think my only combative, child father is Faizon. So yeah.
How many fathers are there?
There's 4.
Damn. Okay.
I know.
So it's
I
4.
have an explanation behind that. I was in relationship, like long-term relationship. And kind of I guess it was mostly the men, except for the last one that I was with. Mostly the men were the one that wanted the child. And I mean, at the time, I was kind of, I guess I didn't really. Yeah, I guess I wasn't really thinking the whole process through fully.
So was you married to any of these men?
They were some long-term relationships.
Okay, were you married to any of these men?
Yes, I was married before to my children's father.
Okay.
We have 2 kids together.
Okay. So, all right. So that makes sense. That softens it a little bit. I was like, damn, girl, you outside, child. And you sound real corporate. Don't tell me what you one of them girls that like strip at night but go to school during the day and you're a nurse.
I'm sorry.
I said, don't tell me you one of them don't tell me one of them working girls at night that's stripping
So apparently she was married to one of the baby daddies, I guess.
stuff like that and got sugar daddies, and then during the day you go to work.
No, not at all.
Okay.
But I'm gonna honestly say the Lord has always provided for me. I've never had to put myself in any of those situations where I had to sleep with men or have a sugar daddy to provide for me, because God always gave me a way out. He's always blessed me with a lot of skills, and I'm really good with my hands. And even when I was illegal and I was working at a hair store, I was doing lace fronts, eyebrows, eyelashes. So that's kind of how I was making my income at the good store time.
Okay, so you ain't never had to sell no pussy, nothing. Everything is legal.
No.
Okay.
No, I mean, that's not even in my character.
Okay. Now back to fat, in Cat Williams' words, fat fuck Faizon, right? So back to him. So I gotta ask you. Now, you were honest. You said that you weren't attracted to him initially. Then it was his personality, and you kind of fell for him.
This is the fake ad you see everywhere.
How did it go in the bedroom? Did you have to do most of the work? Because you said you was really good with your hands. Like, how did that go? Did you have to climb on top of him? What? Like, tell me. I know he sleeps on his side because he can't sleep on his back or, like.
Oh my God.
Please, girl, you have to enlighten us.
To be honest, Miss Tasha, it was by far like the worst experience that I had in my life.
Damn.
And that's why it only happened one time.
See, this is what Faizon get, man, because Faizon talks so much shit to everybody, going in, everybody, and now he's getting hammered by his baby mama. And all he had to do with her is to give her money, give her child support money. We wouldn't be having this right here. Now she's spilling the beans out, telling how you in bed, how you stinking and all this shit and this and that and the third. You too fat. She wasn't attracted and this and that and the third. And it's getting worse than this, man. Let's go.
Because I could not bring myself to do it again, and this is why I don't understand how like prostitutes, how they do it, because I could not like forget that like whole scene.
Do you mind describing that scene? We would enlighten us, like what went down.
Smelly a little bit at a certain point. Yeah, it wasn't really pleasant.
What was smelly?
I obviously was on top because I know like people close to me who are aware of because I kind of stayed like dormant, and I nobody really knew except for people close to me because
Hold on, folks.
I was a little embarrassed, because.
Hold on, folks. Let's continue.
Because I figured people would think like, oh my God, you probably were prostituting. Like, how could you do that? But I really did give him a chance because he was really nice and he was really respectful. So yeah,
So he was What do you mean he was smelly? Like,
Jeez.
What was smelling?
Smelling.
Okay. I don't know. Okay. Well, to kind of describe like the scene, like I don't think he could reach certain places when he's like dating. So I'm thinking that's where it initially came from. But he does smell like good outside of the bedroom because he has like cologne. So this cologne smells really strong. But then like in the bedroom, it was smelling. And then the next morning there was like this brown. He was sitting at the edge of the bed, and there was like this brown.
Brown what, girl? Brown what?
Oh, man.
What?
Sorry.
It's all good. Brown.
So, he's so big that he can't wash behind his ass. He need to lose weight. Now, I said the last time I saw him, I said, babe, this dude need to lose weight, man. This dude is weight, and I'm surprised. To me, he was like one chicken wing away from a massive heart attack getting checked out of here. For real though. Yeah, he need to wash his ass. He can't wash his because you need to go and start losing weight so he can wash his ass proper. I don't know why these niggas having problem with the other girl said about Ray J, and I don't understand how Ray J, being Brandy brother, family come from, the girl accused him of not washing up and have do these things, but I think Ray J do these things come from something else. Well, I'm not gonna get into that right now, but still, I don't know why these niggas have a problem washing up. I mean, that's shit. Your mom was supposed to be teaching you that when you little and stuff, your dad would to tell you that too. You have a dad, I guess. But, man, this is wild, man. Anyway, let's go, man.
What? I'm going to hell. I know I am. I'm burning first. I know I'm going to hell, but I just had to ask, like, brown what?
Okay, but real question. Have you ever gotten ready for date night and realized you've been running?
This is an ad? What's going on with this ad? Oh, this is something else.
He found me on MySpace. This is how old this is. He befriends me on MySpace, and then I start looking into all of his little profiles. Like, oh, he's married. He just asked me to be his massage therapist. So I'm trying to figure out.
On the phone, and then when he got up,
Okay, let me pull it back.
It was brown streaks from his ass?
spicy.
Okay.
And he was sitting at the edge of the bed, and after his wife got knocked out, he was, naked. He slept naked. I put my clothes back on, but then when he got up in the morning, he sat on the edge of the bed for a little while, and he was on the phone. And then when he got up,
it was brown streaks from his ass? Oh, hell no.
This nigga ain't clean himself, man. This is crazy. That's what happens when you can't lose weight, folks. Lose weight. Don't never be like this fat fuck. Faizon love, man. Lose weight so you clean yourself. Y'all know, man. That's crazy. Or get into some sort of have a bathroom where you have a fucking bidet in where it help you wash your ass. Water squirt up your ass. Got that up in Europe and stuff. We don't have it here. We have to actually install that here. Maybe some houses have that, but Europe they got all that all the way around. Water with your ass, clean your ass out. Fuck, man, this is some wild shit. Oh, but anyway, let's go.
I asked him, I said, what's that on the bed? He said, oh, that's ASS. That's what he said.
He said that's ass? He literally told
He said, the Lord is my witness. That's what he said to me. He said it's ASS. So he called one of the I guess he has people that like change his sheets and clean up and stuff like that. So he called someone and they changed his sheets for him, and I cooked breakfast and things like that, and we went to a comedy show after that. And like I said, he was really nice. Like he even had security walk me to the bathroom because he didn't want me to go to the bathroom by myself. And he was telling the security guards, walk her to the bathroom. And so that was that.
This is bad. So you only slept with him one time and got pregnant on the first try.
So she only slept with this fool one time because she couldn't take sleeping with him. Nothing. That's bad in itself. That's bad. Remember, it was red flags anyway because she pursued a guy that she was not attracted to. See, that's on that she was 7 shit. Oh, get the ugly guy, get the fat guy. You don't have to do it. You got money. But then this how usually situations like that turn out like this. Don't listen to Sirius 7. You're going to be in a situation with like her. After a while, you got to find out how much money I have to be paid to endure sleeping with some guy you don't like, especially a guy that don't clean up off himself. Fat, slob, necrosis, gross. How much money it would take you to sleep with some guy like that? And you see, this girl here, she couldn't even take it only one time. It's, oh, hell no, I ain't doing this again. So, I mean, I don't know what kind of relationship they was going to have after that, which it seemed like it didn't work because, you know, he probably wanted to have sex with her. More than once. That's what men do, right? Right. I'm just saying. Just saying. Anyway, let's go.
Because there was no condom involved, I take it.
Right, and there's also more context to that particular scene.
Yes, please.
Yeah, with the protection part. So, when we first were starting, you know, of course it was dark, the lights were off, and I asked him, and I said, you know, he was ready to like do it, like with no protection, no concerns, and he was ready to do it. And I asked him, I said, hey, where's the condom? So he said, oh, okay, yeah. And so he got up, and then he actually had a desk near his bed at the time with his computer, and he went inside of the drawer, and he got back on the bed, laid on his back, and then he put it on. Or at the time, I thought that was a condom. So when I got on top, I felt it, and the ridge of the condom.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt that, and so that's when I got on top. But then when he finished, which was like, I'm going to say about 2 or 3, not even 3 minutes. He finished, and I got up, and when I got up,
that's even worse. Now you're saying that you're shitty ass. You fat, you stink, and then you was in there about 2-3 minutes, the most. So he bust off, but apparently that was the lucky nut, cause he got her pregnant. Apparently, maybe she probably wanted to get pregnant too, cause maybe she thought that because he had money and he was a celebrity comedian. And all that, this was the one. Let's go.
it was very wet, like very wet down there. So I went to the restroom and immediately, and I started washing off, and there was of course, semen. And when I went back to the room, I turned the lights on, and I said, I thought you had on a condom. And he said, oh, yeah, I do. And so then I walked up to him, and he was still laying on the bed, because he was, exhausted or whatnot, and he was laying on the bed. And it was black. And so when I took it off of him, and it was like a ring. And so I asked him, I said, what is this? Where's the condom part? And he said, oh, it's a dick ring. That's what he said to me.
Bro, this fool had a dick ring on and shit. Jeez, okay. Alright. Niggas don't know. I don't know, man. This nigga getting exposed. See, this is what I'm saying. You can't be sitting there talking all this shit about people, because when it comes around to your turn and they get all this dirt on you, and these women come out and start exposing you, now you looking like the fool now. Now he can't even come out and say anything about nobody now, not after this. It's no way. They gonna roast his ass to death.
So at the time, I never knew what it, I didn't know what a dick ring was. So I was like, what's a dick ring? And he said, oh, it's supposed to keep you hard longer, but apparently it didn't work. And then he started laughing. And I didn't think it was funny. because I wasn't honest.
Man, you really, Faizon better take one of some gas station pills and shit, you know. But maybe he can't get hard because he's fat, too fat. He got problems. He can't do it because he's too overweight. And high blood pressure and stuff like that. Come on, man, for real. Jeez. But anyway, let's go, man.
Honestly, at that moment, I wasn't thinking about pregnancy. My main concern was something that I couldn't get rid of.